Welcome back to Two Girls, One Gay.
Hello?
Are you coming to this party tonight?
No, we're filming a podcast.
This episode is for entertainment purposes only. We are not saying any of this is actual facts. Please enjoy.
I think we have a very fun little episode today. We've been talking a lot about like love, life, and stuff like that lately. So we thought we'd switch it up and do something completely different.
Spooky, even.
Spooky, but also fun and everybody loves a conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's not true, but yeah.
I love conspiracy theories.
Me too. I think it's just so fun.
I think America loves conspiracy theories because it makes things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
One time I was talking, this is off, no, it's on topic. One time I was like not talking to this guy, but we had a couple phone calls and I brought up a conspiracy theory and he was like, there's no space in my life for you if you believe in that. I was like, okay, goodbye.
Was this
Well, that's crazy.
Mr. Blue himself?
Yeah, it was Mr. Blue himself.
Oh my god, I can't stand him.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's awful.
I do think that it's different because if you believe in like some conspiracy theories that are just insane,
Those are my
Then I'd
favorite
probably-
ones, though.
yeah, they are like fun to think about.
Yeah.
But I mean the ones where it's like flat Earth, like that kind of stuff. Like I think that's a
Oh.
little crazy.
Yeah, well, that one's fun.
I mean, it's interesting to hear about and then be like,
Yeah.
but no. But some people actually believe that.
Really believe it, yeah.
Yeah. What's that one with the chemtrails?
What's that one?
What?
You know those planes that leave streaks in the sky?
Yeah.
I think Clover actually just posted one on her story, and she was like, "Is that cum?"
It looked like a sperm. It looked like a sperm traveling.
It's really funny. But I'm pretty sure that people think that the stuff that's coming out of the planes is like a sort of what do you want? Like a spray, not a spray.
To make us all like numb.
Like making us sick or something?
Yeah.
Or what?
Oh.
Oh.
But the interesting thing too about the chemtrails is after the planes release them, always without like it always happens. Clouds just like form in the sky after. It's
Mhm.
so bizarre. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but there's also a theory that they're hiding things that are going on in the sky, and the thing that comes out of the planes is supposed to attract like the clouds somehow. I don't know. Like the term.
I think that
There's
one's
so-
a stretch.
There's
but,
so many
No.
crazy like the
It's not. See, I believe in that one.
have you heard of the second sun one?
No.
Like when you look at the sun, there's like another ring that people
I've heard of that. I
like
think,
some people say that there's
Oh.
like two suns, one that's like man-made, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys.
We made a sun?
Man-made? Man-made?
I'm like,
My Wi-Fi is
Hello?
slow as hell, but we made another sun?
exactly. We've only what? We've only been to the moon once.
No. That we
Allegedly.
know of.
So how the fuck are we gonna put a second
If we've
sun in the
even been
sky?
to the moon.
Yeah, who
That's
knows?
a conspiracy theory too. But anyways, so we're going to talk today about conspiracy theories. We have Logan and Mia Shy here. Obviously, if you follow Two
I
Girls
thought it was Jimmy, Jane, and Joe. Glad. Just kidding.
What if they're new and they don't know it? Fuck you.
Just kidding.
Fuck off.
We're feeling inspired because of also the conspiracy
The-
that's been
Yes.
going
Yeah,
around,
the-
the Kate Middleton one.
Yeah.
Kate Middleton. Where is she? What happened to her? She was in like this hospital for this abdominal surgery and then now she's missing.
I
guess-
think that people are just looking for a story, and obviously, the royal family is. You're gonna
Yes.
find one somewhere.
But I will say it is
There are interesting
weird
things.
that she hasn't made a statement.
Yeah,
yet.
I think that's weird because I'm
Especially,
like, you guys could easily put this to bed, and you're not.
Yeah.
The fact that like a few hours after she gave birth, like still had her bloated belly and everything. She was in heels walking outside that hospital being like, "Hi, look at our baby.
Yeah,
look at
that's a
the
little
prince," like or whatever.
Well,
it is.
now she's like been seen. Like you guys saw the photos of her like walking around, and I'm like, why are
Yeah.
they not?
They were at some like little farmer's market.
But she has a professional stunt double. She has a
Yeah.
professional person that like will go in public to be seen.
Yeah.
But she was with William. Like it looked just like her.
So does the professional stunt double.
It's pretty
just think
bold of them
that's
to not wear
crazy.
sunglasses, I will say that.
Yeah,
If I was that famous, I would have a professional stunt double.
Well, a lot of people do it. I went on this tour actually yesterday to Paramount, and they were talking about how one of the actresses, because she was so of a different, like she was a futurist, so she was wearing like pants, and like the man that was there, the actor that was there, who was also married to this actress, it wasn't a thing yet for women to wear pants, so he didn't want to be like seen with her because she was wearing pants for some reason. So they would bring in a doppelganger
When
for
was
stunt
this?
double. Huh?
When was this?
This was obviously a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
This was like way back when.
oh, okay.
I don't remember the exact year, but like they would bring in a doppelganger who would wear a dress and like in full glam and hair done, because like I guess back in the day Paramount like only had one entrance, so a lot of people would just like sit there and wait for stars to come up, and they would send her through the front and then have the pants actress come through the back.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
Very interesting.
I'm glad we can wear pants now.
I know. Dresses only. That would stink. What if I didn't shave my legs? Don't look at my legs.
Did they have razors?
Oh. Well, sometimes I just don't want to shave my legs.
That's fine. They also had long dresses.
They did.
It wasn't. I don't even think the dresses back then were even
Yeah.
cocktail.
Imagine
Like, it
you
was-
wearing a dress every day. You want to wear a dress every day?
Honestly, dresses are easy. They're easy to get on. They're easy to get off. Easy to do things in.
I'm gonna start wearing a dress.
This is about conspiracies. So
Anyways, who wants to go first? We each have our own individual conspiracy theory that we have brought to the group that we're going to share. Who wants to go first?
Mine kind of touches on the body double thing, so
Let's
I'll go
do it.
first.
Okay.
All right. Let me pull
All
this
right.
I love this one.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people probably have at least heard about this if they haven't done their own research on it, but I've always thought that this was one of the more interesting conspiracy theories out there. Let me see. Okay. One of my favorite conspiracy theories has to do with our beloved pop star, Avril Lavigne.
Mm.
Have you heard about this?
I know about
I
this.
love
Okay.
this one.
I'm sure obviously a lot of people have heard about it, but I just think it's kind of like a crazy idea, and it makes sense. Like what we were just talking about, it makes sense for people to have a body double.
Mm-hmm.
But so the conspiracy is based off of the idea that the real Avril Lavigne died in 2003 and then was replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella. So there's various evidence supporting the theory that includes changes in Avril Lavigne's appearance between 2003 and the present, and subliminal messaging in her later albums after 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And then even a photo shoot in which she has the name Melissa written on her hand. which
Oh,
is
I've seen that. Yeah.
Super interesting.
Weird.
So, according to the conspiracy, there was a lookalike named Melissa who was originally hired to distract the paparazzi in order to protect Avril Lavigne, who's known to be really reclusive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it also alleges that Melissa was befriended by Avril before she passed away and was then taught to like sing and had like cosmetic procedures to look more like Avril Lavigne.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's very interesting. She actually spoke about it in 2014, which is way later than it actually like surfaced.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on a Brazilian TV show, and basically she was asked about it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy! I've never like heard about it, but I'm here and I'm in Brazil."
No,
I'm like-
that's Melissa. That is for
I honestly believe it because I know she got a disease. She got really sick.
Got Lyme disease, but I feel like she's talked about that like recently. I don't believe that.
I honestly wouldn't. It would not blow my mind if it was true.
Yeah, but it's like the vocal, like you can't be trained to sing like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah,
And you
can.
Well,
No,
during
you
that
can't.
time, it was a very.
You're not gonna have Avril Lavigne's voice like that.
I feel like
If you
there's-
have a roughly around the same tone, you can change your voice. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the thing. Her voice was higher, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying that you can hear in her music, her more recent music after that, like
Mm-hmm.
that it was higher, and that with time she kind of learned how to find Avril's like true tone, which is interesting. And also
It's
people
just insane to me.
would be crazy because, well, the whole thing was that they saw her as an up and coming star. And because she was making so much money, they didn't like want to lose out on that. There's also another conspiracy about, isn't there a beetle that they conspire is also like was
still
dead?
alive? Or
No, was dead, and they like. I feel like I need to look that one up.
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard anything about a beetle. Like,
Was it John Lennon?
I need to look it up. Yeah, but like one of them passed away, and that they wanted to make sure that there's 4 of them, and that's if they're making like millions of dollars, and people are like going to see them all over the world. They're selling out tours and stuff. Like, why would they want that to stop over a death?
I feel like when you get that high and that famous and you're making that much money, like there's ways. Like if you die unexpectedly and people want to carry on your name, like they'll make it happen just to get money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Have you guys? This just came out, but actually, yeah. By the time this podcast comes out, it'll be out. But I don't know if it's come out yet. But a clip of like Megan Fox talking about the Illuminati with Call Her Daddy.
Oh no!
And she was like, I saw this on TikTok or Instagram. Call Her Daddy posted it, and because I've always strongly believed in Illuminati or something weird, something shady is like.
Oh, there's definitely something shady
Going on. Maybe it's not the Illuminati exactly, but something like that's happening. And Megan Fox, she was like, honestly, I haven't been asked to be in the Illuminati. Like it to my knowledge, it doesn't exist. And she was like, I would feel like I would be someone who would be asked to be in it. Now, of course, she could just be saying that, but the way like when you see the interview with Kourtney Kardashian on the lie detector test, and Khloe's like, "Are you in the Illuminati?" And she kind of like pauses and like looks around, and she's like, "No," or she says yes first, and then she says no. She's like, "Yes, haha, no." Like some people, celebrities like that usually deflect somehow, but Megan Fox didn't. She was like, "Honestly, no." And like, if it was true, why haven't I been asked? And she seemed like super genuine about it. So that made me rethink it. But I do think something shady is going on.
For sure.
Yeah, you would definitely think Megan Fox would be
in the
Illuminati.
Yeah.
What's that sign that everyone does? The Illuminati.
It's the triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the.
And they do it like during like broadcast. Yeah, when they broadcast like big things like the Super Bowl.
And it's weird because it's on money. It's on our dollar bills.
The all-seeing eye.
Yeah. The like triangle with the eye. Yeah.
I've always thought that it was real, but it was like in different levels. Like you could kind of pick which level you would want to be in. And like the top level is like something you would never, sane people would never do.
Well, David Dobrik posted on his YouTube video one time that he had a friend or was a neighbor and that he was living in an apartment at one time.
Oh, I saw that.
And this girl got approached by someone in the Illuminati, but she had to sacrifice her own mom to like get into it. And yeah, he was saying it in a way that he was like scared. He was like, guys, like if you get approached, like don't do it. Like they're going to take a family member, like blah, blah. So like, I don't know. I feel like something's going on.
Yeah, did you guys ever sacrifice one of me? One of me?
One of you?
One of me? Would either of you sacrifice me?
No.
If you got asked.
No, and we had this conversation where if we were on an island and I was dead, Amia said she would eat me.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the podcast.
That pisses me off.
Okay, you need some context.
Would never be able to like.
There's literally context behind that. I wouldn't just like start eating shy.
To survive, she said she would eat me.
But only after you died.
Yes. That's an outrage. I would bury you guys and I would cry over you.
Yeah, I personally would not physically be able to do that.
If it was between knowing that I was going to get saved by a helicopter, like someone searching for me and they find me, but I was going to starve to death if I didn't eat shy, I would eat shy.
You would have to live with
That's the context.
Best friend. You would have
I would be sad.
I would maybe cut her arm off and eat that.
For a long time. I told her I'd start with her cheeks.
Ew.
My butt cheeks.
No, definitely a thigh.
That pisses me off. The way I would never do anything like that to any of you.
Don't look at me. I said I wouldn't. It's her.
Amia asked me also
After
one time.
you die.
One time she's like, "Oh, if you're on an island stranded with all your dogs, which one are you eating first?" None of them.
That's a good question.
I'm not eating. My dogs are like my children. I'm not eating them.
I would eat
Max.
Guys.
Well, Max is kind of furry. Maybe Midas.
Guys.
Well, you'd actually have to shave him first.
We were talking about this with someone else.
Midas is too.
He'd be very tough.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is cartilage.
Okay, let's not.
Okay. Anyways, none of that is happening. If I was on a stranded island, I would figure out another way to survive before I ate anybody.
Well,
want to go first or next, or you want me to go next?
you go next.
Okay.
Wait, to wrap it up, do we think Avril Lavigne is dead and being...
Yeah.
I personally do not think that is
Yeah.
true.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't looked at it in a while, but I remember when I first looked at that conspiracy, they just look so not the same. It's not even about like her growing up. Like there's just so many things where I'm like,
Yeah, I saw a bunch of TikToks about it one time and like the pictures and like the weird like but also I would feel bad to like be a person and have to completely take over another person's life.
Yeah.
But I guess you become famous and if that's what you want.
well, who's she?
Yeah, but you're not famous for anything you did.
True.
Who is she married to now?
Live the life. I don't know.
She's not married. She was engaged to
Oh, she was dating Tyga for a sec.
That's what I'm saying. The real Avril
What's his
Lavigne
name?
would have never done that. She was an angsty, scared. Like she would have been with freaking Christopher Drew Engel from Never Shout Never.
I can't remember. He's like famous though too. No.
Yeah, the country guy.
No.
Country guy.
Country.
What?
You know what? Forget
I
it.
can't remember his name.
It's Melissa.
It's Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Melissa, if you're listening to this, do you need help? We
Okay,
got you,
go.
girl. Anyways, okay, so mine, I do really believe in this. So all throughout my entire life, I've always had really intense dreams to where a very specific thing happens, and then like whether it's a week later, a month later, a year later, it will happen in real life and I'll experience it, and I get deja vu, and I remember that I've dreamed this before a while ago. So I personally believe that we are all living in like a matrix and a simulation, and that every decision that we've already made or every decision that we make has already been made before by another version of ourselves. Like there's multiple versions out there of ourselves
Like
that
Interstellar.
that are living
In
either
different dimensions.
yes, and living the same life, or say like today, or say I decided to move to LA. In another universe, there's a version of me who didn't move to LA.
Mhm.
Like I believe in all of that stuff, but I believe in it mainly because deja vu, and that like every time we dream, we're experiencing the life of our counterpart in one of many parallel dimensions. And Sally, one time, I was in the kitchen and I guess my eyes glitched. Like, I don't know. I didn't see it. Obviously, I didn't see it. I don't remember it. I didn't feel it happening. Don't remember it happening. And she like, and I was like, what? And she was like, your eyes just glitched like a lizard. You're a lizard person.
You glitch all the time.
No, like my eyes.
Like went two different directions.
Oh, also, have you guys seen those TikToks of like the planes that are just like sitting?
Yeah, but there's a scientific explanation for that.
Is
I don't
there?
know it,
Is
but
there?
there is one.
Is there? Is there?
Look it up on
If there-
TikTok.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I think that's like the deja vu thing I've heard before, where you've been in a, like, you feeling deja vu is you being in the same place at the same time as other people in these parallel universes.
like
which
your
is
other
interesting.
versions.
Yeah.
And also, this like I feel like it all like I'm very spiritual and it all connects. I really believe in reincarnation, and I really believe that like every single person that you meet in this lifetime and you're connected to in this lifetime, you've met before in a parallel universe or in a past life. Because I feel like there's a reason why we're drawn to the people that we're drawn to, like why we date the people we date, we're friends with the people we date, our parents, like all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's definitely more than just this.
Yeah.
And I believe in reincarnation so hard.
I feel like I'm 50-50 with this thing. I think there's parts of it that I can totally like agree. Well, I don't even know. I have no idea. I am open to it. I can't say I'm 50-50 because I'm not fully convinced, but I'm not convinced at all. You know?
I think it's possible. I don't really think about reincarnation that much.
Me neither, but I think that'd be cool. Like obviously
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to come back as like a bird or something.
Do you think there's like new souls and old souls? Because for me,
Yeah,
like,
that's the part
I feel
that
like
I'm
very
curious about.
I'm very like, I don't feel there's not too much trauma, only new trauma I feel like that I'm dealing with right now. But you know, people have.
But I feel like we all have, and I think we've all been told separately
Mhm.
that we have an old soul. You know? Haven't you been told that?
Nope.
Oh, I've been told that before.
I've been told that before.
Probably because I'm always like,
So you're a newbie.
I think so. which makes
also-
sense.
Like, I don't believe we come back. Like, as soon as we die, we come. What?
She goes, my first time.
You're sick. Okay. Also, Madeline Argy talked about this on like one of her YouTube videos. Her and her mom were having some issues, and she went to like this spirit guide, and he was basically saying that like, oh, this is your first lifetime with your mom in a really long time because last time there was trauma, so it took you a while for you guys to like connect again and come back into like this physical form, which I also like
That's so interesting.
really believe in.
Yeah, actually,
I would like to have a go. Sorry.
Well, no, I was saying my ex had his stepmom got a spirit guide to like guide her through like her past lives, and the spirit guide saw that the stepmom was the mom of the man that she was married to. So my ex's dad.
Wait, the stepmom was the mom of the man
She was married.
She was
to.
married
was
to.
married.
In a past life was his mom, and I was
That's
like,
one hell of a
what?
connection. That's
That's interesting.
yeah. Maybe that's why, like, you know, mama's boys, they're like obsessed with their sons. Maybe
they end up marrying.
they
them.
were married in a past life.
Ew. Okay.
That makes me.
We're not getting into that.
That makes me
That is
sick.
fucking-
I'm just trying to sort it out.
But also, I do think it's also really poetic. Like I think me and Logan, I think we've been siblings
Or married.
or
You guys
married
fight like a married couple.
before, and I think everybody in my
I
life
never
that,
would have
like,
married that
like,
bitch.
we've all-
I'm just kidding. I totally would.
like Ami and I have obviously like we've met before.
Yeah.
you guys dated in the past life for sure.
No, I was for sure your cat or something.
But-
No,
oh, I
because
can see Ami being
There's
my
so
cat.
much sexual tension between these two. It's insane.
Well, actually, never mind. Let's just skip that part.
Exactly my point.
We've dated
What do
before.
you guys are the ones that make out at the bars.
I have never touched lips with her
Just check.
ever.
No, but anyways, I do think it's poetic. Like the person that you end up with, like your soulmate.
Pics or it didn't happen.
What? you
Us
guys
kissing.
making out?
I'm like,
I
there
have
definitely
plenty.
is one. Never
I was
mind.
like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have like a video.
Okay, go on.
But I do think that like the person that like you end up marrying, like has been like your soulmate, your twin flame has been your soulmate in every other like lifetime. Like there's a reason why
Mhm.
that you're so connected. Like when you meet that person, you instantly connect and it's just easy.
Mhm.
I love the idea of soulmates.
Me too.
It like brings me comfort, honestly.
Aw.
I don't know.
I think it's very poetic, but that's my conspiracy theory. I highly believe in it. Like I believe there is multiple versions of me, and also I've lived life before. Like I know I have, and I'm also a reincarnation of, you know.
I want to
Well,
go to a spiritual guide because I want to know what the fuck I was doing in my past lives.
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
Like, do you think I was an animal?
Well,
I was definitely a dog once.
I feel like maybe the only reason I think I was reincarnated is because sometimes I get flashes of people shooting me.
Oh,
Like I'm walking in the street and I'm like, I've definitely been shot before because what I feel scared.
Well, you know, your birthmark is supposed to be how you died in your past life.
so I was blunt trauma to the back of the head. Blunt trauma.
Mine's on my ankles. Maybe my foot got caught off in like war or something.
Yeah, people say that if they have like a fear of the ocean or something, it's because they died in water in a past life.
Oh, I do have a fear of. Maybe that's how I died.
Drowning. Yeah.
But I have this massive birthmark on the back of my head.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Maybe you were in
Maybe you were
war. And-
Maybe you were
shot in the back of the head,
assassinated.
thrown in the ocean.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how I died, folks.
Wow.
Ooh, for being
Ugh.
For
Do you
being-
think I was-
always
do you think I was gay in my past lives?
a yeah.
No.
Oh my god, fire.
Or you could have been like
I probably.
You'd be
I
the
was
town
definitely
whore.
A whore. A heathen.
that's what I feel like. That's why I feel like Logan and I in a past life were married, but you came out to me and I married you
And
to
you
save
killed me.
Oh
She
my
killed
god.
me.
No, I married you
Killed
to
me.
save you.
No, you may not have killed me, but you did indirectly kill me.
Oh, you know what I think
because
happened?
you probably told everybody that I was
A
gay
witch.
or witch
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
because you're you.
Logan, I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like you were definitely like a prince to like the next future king or something.
For sure, for sure.
And I was definitely in a whorehouse. I caught you. I caught you with
You
a
worked in
guy.
a brothel.
I caught you with a guy, and you said, if I marry you and give you status, keep
Mhm.
my secret, I get to fuck around, and you get to have the status. And I said yes, and then we were married.
And you still
No,
sold me out.
I did not sell you out. Then we were best friends. If you got beheaded, it wasn't because of me.
Yeah, she doesn't snitch, I feel like.
No.
Wait, question. Do you guys think that there is such thing as like magic and stuff in other dimensions if they are real?
Yes.
Because you know how like in movies and stuff, how they'll have like say Superman or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's from another Earth.
Yeah.
Or not another Earth. He's from Krypton, but different like superheroes and stuff like that. Like they're from different Earths, but they have like powers there and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's real.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't think anything is out of the question. Like, there's no way.
Do you think that there's already aliens on Earth?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, if Shy's not a lizard, then she's for sure an alien.
I could be an alien. I just don't know. I'm not
No.
trying to be.
You would know.
I would love to be an alien. I'd also love to have kids with an alien. So if there's any aliens
Listen.
around that are like cute,
Tall.
let me know.
I've heard
I will make.
I've heard that they're here. Like, and
I think they're probably here.
and they
They are here. And they're
Look like
disguised as us. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I
there's
wonder
some.
if they can shapeshift.
Probably.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be cool. I believe in like powers.
well, they're obviously nice, you know.
And I believe in a lot of like urban legends, you know, like Bigfoot and stuff like that. Like,
There is a crazy. So my nanny Roscoe, my
what?
great grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
we
Oh.
called her Nanny Roscoe.
I thought you meant like your nanny.
She was a witch doctor in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and I had this thing. I think it was called a thrush
Mm-hmm.
or something. But basically, a lot of babies get it, and it's kind of like this like flaky like white stuff like around your mouth, and it like causes rashes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the like mountain people who lived around her would bring their babies who had thrush to her, and she would blow in their mouths, and it would literally just start flaking off and like go away. And she did that. I had it, and she did that to my mom. Reluctantly let her do it to me because she was like, "This is bullshit. It's not gonna work." She blew in my mouth, and it was gone.
What the
Do you think she has some sort of like power, or did she put
I have
like,
no idea.
something in her mouth before she did that?
I don't know. I wasn't conscious.
You're like,
Did you ever
I was like,
meet her? Did you ever meet her when you were older?
I knew her. I was the last one she remembered because she had Alzheimer's.
Mm.
I
Wow.
would go with my dad's mom, my grandmother, to the mountains like pretty frequently, like every other weekend or something, and it would just be me and my grandma, and obviously Nanny Roscoe, and I was her favorite.
I mean,
And I
like,
knew her till I was like 4 or 5.
how spooky.
we have a psychic who has predicted things. Like, obviously, there's some sort of magic.
Yeah,
in that.
I totally believe that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
like
think that
mediums, psychics.
Seers,
Yeah.
1000%.
I think that honestly, I would like to think that everybody can tap into it. And some people, maybe it just has to do with like, some people can't tap into it because there's too much trauma that they haven't dealt with.
Mhm.
And you have to deal with your shit before you can tap into that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also having to like open your mind to a lot of different shit that I don't think people are willing to open their mind to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's also
So-
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because maybe if like you do open your mind to that, like you can't just focus on like only getting the good shit. Like you're gonna get really bad shit too.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Who knows? I would love to like. This is a fun conversation.
Spooky magic.
What's yours?
Okay. My conspiracy is that Walt Disney is frozen.
What?
So I was about to wear a Disney shirt earlier, and then Logan was like, wait, I have something for you. And they gave me this Disneyland jacket. Perfect for this episode. You have never heard of the Walt Disney is frozen?
I have heard of
Conspiracy?
Is it his head that's frozen?
Okay, so
What?
people like his head or his body.
What are you talking about?
Don't
Like,
worry.
a person?
Yeah,
We'll let her explain.
Frozen?
Yeah.
Is a freezer?
yeah, he's frozen.
In a freezer somewhere?
Yeah.
In a secret spot,
Like he's gonna come back?
like it's like cryo frozen.
Yeah, that's the conspiracy that he's gonna come back. He's gonna get thawed out.
For what?
Because he wants to be here.
He
Okay.
didn't want to say bye.
What?
He didn't want to say the
I've
end.
never-
Wait, what is... Never mind.
Let me
was
tell
making
you,
a
Shy.
joke.
Okay. So there's this story that says Walt Disney was a futurist and optimist, and he would have loved to see the 21st century and years to follow.
He wanted to see a whole new world.
Get the man out of here.
I love that.
Oh my god, that was
Okay,
crazy.
sorry, go ahead.
No, that was really good. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Cryonics, I'm pretty sure. I searched it before I got here.
Okay.
Cryonics was a new idea, which is the low temperature freezing and storage of human remains with the hope that resurrection could possibly occur in the future. So to answer your question,
So
he's frozen somewhere.
when did he die?
He died in 1967. I wrote that down.
When did he want to come back?
Okay, I'm gonna get to that part. So I was like curious about it. I was like, what is this like actually a thing? Like, do people do this? Like, how many other people do this?
To your point about cryonics,
Yeah.
that makes total sense because
Yeah.
they're finding like extinct animals
Oh, yeah.
in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
random places.
I've heard of it before.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
of that.
But I think the thing too is like animals know how to regulate their temperature when they go into a coma like that. For like humans, we just experience hypothermia, is what I read. So
Yeah.
they're trying to do it in a way that won't kill us when they put us in the case,
Right.
if you will. So I was like, okay, is this a thing? Like, let me look up like the success rate. Odds of success is 1 in 567 people. So it's worked before. That's fucking cool. According to vitalitypro.com, there are currently about 500 people in the world who have had themselves cryonically preserved. 300
Like-
in the US currently right now.
Like they died and then they wanted that to happen after they
I don't
died,
think
or
they died. I think like maybe I should have looked up the process. I think that they're like still alive and they want to preserve themselves. It's like hibernating.
yeah. So like I guess they're probably trying to think into the future, like if
But I'm like, my thing is like, were they like 60, like about to
Yeah, that's
die or
weird.
something? And were they like, let me just give it one last go? Like, why would you want to like waste your last couple years
right.
frozen? Were you like 40? I don't know.
Do you think like? Well, I'm just thinking about because I believe in soul. Like, like, are you just asleep? Do you wake up feeling
like-
refreshed?
It's like a
I feel
coma.
Well, have you seen Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris
Oh,
Pratt?
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the sleep.
Where I guess they had to
Yeah.
like move to a different planet.
Right.
And it was supposed to be however long to get there.
Yeah.
So they had to cryogenically freeze everybody in order to get them there alive. But something happened where he gets unfrozen too soon
Oh, yeah.
and then was basically like lonely, and he unfreezes Jennifer Lawrence's character.
Yeah.
And there's still like hundreds and hundreds of years to go before they actually get there. So
Mhm.
obviously they're going to die and have
Yeah.
to live their life out on a ship.
Yeah.
But what was my point?
But also, like, it's one thing, like, yeah, coma, I can understand. But, like, this dude has been frozen. If you died in 1967, how long has he been frozen? Like, 70, 80
Yep.
years?
Yeah, girl.
Oh, you were talking about what happens. Like, are you just
Mhm.
sleeping?
Yeah.
I would assume it feels like you just
Yeah.
fall
slept
asleep
and you woke
and then you wake up.
up. You'd be so groggy after.
But, like,
Oh, so
after
gross.
80 years of being frozen.
But yeah, 'cause
Well-
obviously your muscles will atrophy and shit like that.
So-
So something has to happen.
He wasn't like, they're not like looking to unfreeze him now. The thing was that like it was in 5 years he was supposed to be unfrozen to see if it worked. So, anyways, the idea is to induce hypothermia and let the body hibernate for weeks at a time. I'll just like I'll tell you guys the story and then like get to the point where they
Mhm.
want to unfreeze him. So the story goes, a few weeks after he died in 1967, a reporter for the National Spotlight claimed that he snuck into the hospital that Walt Disney was being treated at, and he claimed that he disguised himself as someone who worked there, broke into the storage room, and saw Walt Disney suspended in the cryogenic metal cylinder. So that's where the story started. Like this guy who was reporting it was like, yeah, I went and I saw him and he was in this case. Like he's trying to freeze himself. And he posted that to the newspaper, and everyone's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then a couple years later, a French magazine advanced the rumors by saying that Disney was going to be thawed out in 1967. So to your point, like 7 years later after he was put in. Then like weird, crazy rumors started coming out saying that he was like buried under Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland. So
I've heard that before.
when we go.
I've also heard that his head was frozen
Yeah.
at the top of Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
So they beheaded him now? What?
I don't know. That's the thing.
It's like a really bad game of telephone, I feel like.
I hope when we die, we get all the answers.
I mean, I've heard about cryonics
Yeah.
before and stuff, and like I honestly assume that a lot of like the most powerful people in the world, like
Shai's like, I've looked into it.
no, I
Listen.
want to be gone. When I'm gone, I want to be gone. I want my soul to go. But I like the most powerful, like Jeff Bezos. Like he either has like an underground bunker, or he has some plan if like there was like a war or something. Like I believe in like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
You don't believe in the Frozen?
no, I do. Like I think like it's a thing. I think it's like.
Well, it was just being
But
introduced,
back in
I think.
1960,
That's the
like they
thing.
barely had antibiotics. Like, what do you?
It was
mean?
just being introduced, and I think that everyone was like, oh, it's because it's being introduced, it's a thing. Like, this is something that he wants to do because he wants to see.
But I also do believe that we as like a race,
Yeah.
I think we are exponentially more advanced than
Mhm.
we know we are.
Yeah,
100%, 1000%.
Like I don't think that I think the government definitely like covers a lot of stuff up
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
order to like maybe not have everybody freak out.
Yeah, fully.
Because if we like introduce like a crazy new technology now, like teleportation, if we're
Yeah.
able to like or like going back in time and shit like that,
well, that's why like
people would freak out.
for so long they hid all the evidence of aliens existing because I would say back in the day, like even like 10, 20 years ago, people were way more religious and like believed in like one nation under God, right? Aliens weren't a thing. So it's like if that was to come out 20 years
One
ago.
nation under aliens.
Can we make that the title of this podcast
yeah.
episode? So anyways, yeah, basically like if they had released that, people would be killing themselves essentially because then what do they have to believe in, right?
Right.
If aliens are real.
It would
it goes
challenge their beliefs.
yeah, it
and-
goes against everything.
Yeah.
Well, just because there's just because there's aliens doesn't mean there's not also like some sort of higher power.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
a thing.
people are insane. But I think people are more used to it now.
Ew.
Watching all the movies.
What was that?
It was a piece of fuzz. Sick.
Anyways, there is no hard proof, by the way, that he was frozen. His daughter actually came out denying and being like, the truth is that, you know, he would have never looked. He was an old man. He probably didn't even know what that was. And his ashes are at the Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale.
Cute.
But I wanted to get to the part that I believe in, conspiracy-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's true or not, people conspire that the titled movie, Frozen, was strategically picked, created to manipulate search engines so that when you look up Disney Frozen, the first thing that pops up is the movie instead of the conspiracy theory that he froze himself.
It came out
That
way
seems
late though.
counterintuitive though.
You
'Cause
think?
if you type in Frozen Disney when it first came out,
Yeah.
or before it was coming out, before it had all the press it has,
Yeah,
people are gonna find that.
maybe.
You know?
But now it's like if you do search, the first thing
Yeah,
that
that's
pops
true.
up is the movie,
That's
which
true.
I think is a thing too because isn't that the whole thing with Taylor Swift too and the
What?
Jets thing?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how she is supposed to be one of like the main people that fly around and
Yeah, she
use-
has like the highest carbon footprint or something.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And there was something that, about like
Which-
the Jets game that she was at, and like there was like a lot of press around her being at a Jets game, and so
so they're saying in
the
order
titles-
to like
yeah,
that makes sense.
and that was the first thing that came out.
That's smart, but I think that's also a coincidence.
these-
And also, I think that whole thing is so dumb. Like, I think it's dumb. We're all fucking flying. Like, obviously not that much, but I just think it's stupid. Like, that I would never get mad about somebody having too big of a carbon footprint.
There's TikToks where it's like, I recycled today, but Taylor Swift took a 13-minute flight.
That is crazy, though. Like if
Yeah,
that actually
like-
happened, that's insane.
Yeah, there's like
Like
memes,
bitch taking Uber.
Yeah,
There's, like,
drive.
memes of the charger being on the other side of the room, and it's like Taylor Swift, and it's a meme of someone like on a helicopter.
With a bag. It's like hanging on to the helicopter.
I love it.
That's hilarious.
Wait, speaking of Disney though,
There's so much with Disney.
there's a lot of Disney stuff, like how the first man to get pregnant or like naturally, have you heard this?
What?
Will inherit all of Disney's fortune and Disney World.
What? Says
Why?
who?
Why?
Have you not heard that?
No.
For what
Apparently
reason?
he had like, have you heard that?
Related?
I don't know if he had it in like a will or something. Isn't that crazy?
It's not
Is
in the
he-
will.
Is he
Is it in his
related?
will, you think? Yeah.
What? No.
The first man to get, and not by like, it can't be like put a
He probably
like they
did
put
that
a
thinking
baby.
nobody was ever gonna like.
Right,
no,
but like what fucking
but it has to be like born man get pregnant.
Huh?
Like you can't be trans.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like it has, I think he meant a man, like born a man
Yeah.
has to get pregnant
What?
organically.
Has
Wow.
has that happened?
And I'm like, well, I've tried.
Guess it won't be me.
It's not going to be me.
Wow.
Because obviously it'd need to be a gay man or somebody very comfortable in their sexuality.
Hmm.
So he's not even gonna like. Is it like if a person doesn't get pregnant, then it can go to my kids, or is he just not trying to give it to his kids or his grandkids?
No, this is like not. I was thinking about it so logically. I'm like, this is not going to happen.
No, I know, but is it like an F you to your kids?
Oh, I have no idea. I think that honestly,
Maybe he's a little jokester.
he is ahead of his time for thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Just like a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, was he trying to be
But I
funny,
have
or does
no
he
idea.
hate his children?
Well, honestly,
both.
it was either he probably said that knowing that it's never going to happen. So like nobody else would ever inherit his
That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't
fortune
want to
other
give it
than
to
his
kids?
children.
He didn't want to give it to his kids, or he was.
I think that probably he was like, I'm never going to let this leave my family's legacy. Therefore, let me pick something that's never, ever, 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 ever in the history of humanity going to happen.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Okay. I like that, King.
I have no idea.
Unless he's like, fuck you, kids. Like, you're not getting it. A man, like, nobody's getting this shit unless a man gets pregnant.
Mhm.
When pigs fly.
Mm. Yeah, pretty much. Well, what do we think? Was he frozen?
No.
I don't think that
I
he
don't
was
think
frozen.
so. But I do believe that the movie Frozen could have been made to, like, debunk.
Yeah, that part makes sense.
That makes
It
sense.
does, yeah. Because it could have been like what?
The thing is
Snow Queen. Could have been.
Snow Queen.
Could have been.
I can't say that I believe in any of these things, but they're fun to think about.
I believe in a lot.
And honestly, the more I think about them, I'm like,
I believe in time travelers. I believe that some birds are not real.
Huh?
Some birds. I believe that birds
What?
are spies.
Oh, there could be.
oh,
Like pigeons.
like little.
Like, have you ever seen a
Mockingjays?
pigeon's eyes? Like, they're neat, neat, neat. Like, that's a camera.
Oh my god, I fucking hate a pigeon.
Have you seen a baby pigeon? Have you seen a
Aw.
pigeon lay eggs?
No.
Exactly. Well, they're birds. They're not real. Yeah. Have you ever seen it do anything but like move its eyes like a camera?
Oh my god, I really hope everybody can hear that. But Sally said that pigeons sit on wires to charge.
Okay, well, since we have some time, we should go through some conspiracy theories, and you guys can say yes or no if you think you.
All right, Amia, hit
Okay.
us.
1 sec.
Oh, she's getting her
Oh,
computer.
she brought her laptop.
It's very
She's
important.
always so professional and prepared.
important information.
Wait, I can throw some out. The moon landing.
Oh, that was the first one that pops up. Do you think
And
the
take
moon-
into account the fact that like the footage they've released of how it's blowing in the air, the flag, but obviously in space that wouldn't happen. But therefore,
in the shadows?
but also, shadows too. But also, it wouldn't blow like hard, but it would like kind of like flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be still.
Mm-hmm. I want to say, yeah, they landed on the moon, but I would not be surprised if that actually never happened. I'd be sad that it didn't happen because I like looking.
I know that'd be really fucked up.
I love the moon.
but I wouldn't put it past America to fucking.
I heard
one
that the
over on
reason that
us.
they did that release of footage because they wanted to beat China.
Yeah.
To doing it.
Do I think it's? I don't know. Movie sets. It kind of looks like a movie set,
That's the thing.
but could also be the camera that they used because they're bringing a high quality camera.
hmm
What's next, Amia?
The government killed JFK.
Yep. 1,000%. You cannot tell me that the government did not fucking, even if it was the guy, what was his name? Even the guy that got arrested for it, even if they hired him.
Not John Wilkes Booth. That was Abraham
Oswald.
Oswald.
What? What did you say?
John Wilkes Booth. He said not John Wilkes Booth. That was Abraham. I didn't say that. No, Oswald. Like, even if they hired him.
He killed the first gay president. I'm just kidding. I don't know if Abraham Lincoln was gay.
That's a crazy assumption.
No, wait, that's a conspiracy too.
That Abraham Lincoln was
That
gay?
he was gay, yeah. I didn't just
That would
pull
make
out of my
sense why
ass.
Marilyn was hanging out with him so much then.
Yeah,
Because she seems like someone who'd hang out with the gays for sure.
for sure.
There's a conspiracy theory that I'm the reincarnated
Shut the fuck up.
Marilyn Monroe.
Next.
What?
Believe
What,
that
Sally?
one.
What?
I don't think so now. No, she said that.
What? I didn't say that.
You
no.
said Abraham Lincoln and Marilyn Monroe were hanging.
No, I was saying JFK.
Oh,
Oh, no. Okay.
not me just fully going with it. I'm like, yeah, totally. No, not JFK is gay. Abe Lincoln.
Oh,
Lincoln is gay.
I thought you were saying JFK was gay.
But JFK
No.
did cheat on
He was cute.
his wife with Marilyn Monroe. He snuck her through the tunnels
We're all like,
in the White House. We're all like, yeah, Marilyn Monroe for the gays.
with the, right there with Abe. Not the same time frame at all. That's like 300 years later.
dead.
I'm sorry, that's probably way too long of a time. Not 300 years later. I don't know how long, but
I don't remember when Abe was alive, but
quite a
Okay,
time difference.
COVID-19 was engineered by the media.
by media, no. Government, yeah.
I think that maybe it was what's the word? Fuck, what's the word? I can't think of the word. It was put on by
Oh,
Someone-
engineered,
well,
like
yeah.
created.
Yeah, like it
Created
was
by
maybe
the-
created by the government.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys heard that the man who has predicted all of like the world ending and the wars and like everything that's happened, and he predicted the world to end in 2012? Well, if we go by like the Mayan calendar, who sets us back a couple years, that 2020 would actually have been 2012, and that's
Yeah.
when COVID struck. That was like a conspiracy theory that like he predicted that, like the world ending.
Yeah. No, I did read that. Also, in 2012, do you remember that woman who killed herself and her child because she thought the world was going to end?
That's sad. That's fucked up.
Fucked up.
It's fucked up. Just like let it happen.
That's so fucked. There's fuck, what was I gonna say?
Do we think the Denver International Airport is the Illuminati's headquarters?
No.
I haven't heard that one.
That shit's probably at
What?
the top of the Statue of Liberty. It's probably at the most random place.
I feel like I thought it was out in a forest because there's always this guy who like came out and say like where all the celebrities meet to like sacrifice babies and stuff. He snuck on to like, and it's a huge forest, and like they're eating children to stay
Oh.
young or like whatever.
Oh, yeah, the children's blood.
Yeah.
No, everyone thinks that it's the Denver International Airport because there's so many bodies there and like so many people are, like,
Bodies?
flying in. Like just people.
Oh.
Bodies.
Bots. I don't believe everybody
Bots.
is real. I do not believe that everybody is real.
There's this one girl on TikTok that I
Looked at Sally. Like, it's like there's no way Sally's actually a real person.
there's this one girl on TikTok. You know who it is. She has like 9 million followers. Haley Bailey or Haley something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, redhead, model, gorge.
She redhead?
Yep.
I think she's a robot.
What?
And she's definitely an industry plant.
What?
I-
Industry plant, maybe.
I
Robot?
really
No.
think like she gives me robot vibes.
Oh, I
Sometimes when
like
she
her.
she just did a voiceover, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
She is very monotone.
And I'm like, oh my god, you cannot convince me. AI did not just. This is not AI. It sounds so robotic.
Oh, that sucks that you think that. I really want to meet her. She seems like a genuine person. Or a genuine robot.
Yeah, I'm not saying robots are bad. Shoot, if there's robots that are gonna take over the earth, I'll join them.
If they
If
want
they'll have
you.
me.
You're the COVID vaccine is to eventually make us like all like divergent, like all act the same.
Yeah,
They can't get me. Just kidding. I got my shot.
that'd be crazy.
Okay, last one. Where is it? The Titanic didn't actually sink.
No, that should sink.
That shit's at the bottom.
Well, no, people are saying that there was like a duplicate of the Titanic and that they drowned everyone for the insurance money.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can
Which
you
is-
imagine?
First of all, that ship was so fucking big. How are you going to get another one out there without anybody seeing?
Second of all, imagine pulling that off and killing that many people
For insurance?
for insurance.
People will do a lot of sick shit for money.
No, but that is my biggest fear is being on a boat in the middle of the ocean and it going down.
Never.
Never.
I will never go.
I will never go on a cruise. I will never
going
go
on a cruise unless I'm being paid to do so.
Not even. Not even.
Will you please come on this cruise? We'll pay
So,
you $1 million.
anybody want to take me on a cruise and pay me? I will go.
No,
But
That's
I might
actually, like-
kill myself while I'm there.
that's a huge fear of mine. Oh my
So
god,
scary.
that makes me sick.
There's nothing that's. I would like to know everything. If I could like choose one thing to learn after I die, actually, let's all go around and do this. If you could have all of the answers to one thing when you die, what would it be? Mine would be anything. I want to know all the secrets to anything related to like the ocean and like everything in the ocean and shit like that. Because I think there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in the ocean that we have absolutely no idea about because it's only like partially discovered. Like there could be
Mhm.
full ass mermaids down there.
I think that would be the same. I would want to know everything about the ocean too.
Yeah, that's my main thing. I love the ocean, but I'm terrified of it.
Especially I believe in sirens heavily.
Hmm.
I feel like I was one in a past life.
You just think you were everything in a past life.
Everything and more, baby. Everything in your dreams. I saved you from fucking
No.
getting caught when in the past life for sure.
I saved you, darling, from poverty.
I saved you from fucking being killed by your own fucking father, the king. You're getting beheaded.
Okay. And I still met my match with the fucking guillotine.
That we think maybe I'm the fucking one that hit
I
you.
think you gave me blunt trauma to the back of the head.
I was just a cat.
Yeah, she was my cat.
Imagine she was our cat. I could see that.
My cat.
Poor people had cats. First of all, not you fucking
She would have been.
shaming.
She would have been. I'm not poor shaming.
You're totally poor shaming.
No, I'm not.
I'm poor and I have a cat.
I've been poor.
I've been poor in a past life.
Just change it.
What's something you
Well,
want to know?
oh.
Hurry.
I feel like I know everything.
That's not the question. Everything about one thing.
I'm a big pop culture girly, so if I can get the info on that, but that's not like one thing. It's like
I would also
multiple
want to know
things.
about the Illuminati and them eating people.
Yeah.
And also the fact that there has been celebrities that look like a lot of like past people, like clones.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anne Hathaway
Jay-Z
And her
too.
husband.
and her husband.
Shakespeare.
They're identical
Yeah.
to their. What
A
are they-
doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane to me. That's the
Weird.
craziest thing
Mm-hmm.
that I've seen.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
I
so much
love
for
Anne
tuning in.
Hathaway.
I hope you guys either learned something or just had fun listening to the podcast. This is kind of like a silly one that we wanted to
Yeah, I
do.
love this one.
Yeah. Just, take the edge off, sit back, enjoy, crack a
Mhm.
beer open, a glass of wine, listen to us. We're always here for you. 2 Girls, 1 Gay podcast on TikTok and Instagram, 2 Girls, 1 Gay pod on Twitter, and follow us on YouTube. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.